What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and the Sidney Jean-Charles Road to the Show in MLB The Show 22. The Cardinals are 22-15 as we play a series now against the Cincinnati Reds, a division rival, and right now every team in the Central is in it. The standings are tight, and Sidney Jean-Charles has been on quite the tear to start the year, hitting .385 with 15 homers and 37 RBIs, tied for first in the National League. We'll start today hitting as a righty against Nick Lodolo. And he gave us a batting practice fastball to start the day. Foul that one back, and now behind 1-2. Got a piece of it. In the air to center. Well, that one is playable, and Sidney is retired. We move ahead to the fourth inning, and the Reds have a scoring threat, two in scoring position. Trying to get something off of Andrew Heaney here in the fourth. Let's see if Sidney is set up to make a play. Right at him, setting up for a tag, and they will test. Sidney's throw home on one hop. It's there, but not in time. And the Reds strike first. And then hit a two-run home run. Runner on now for Jay Allen. Flied, and I'm not sure he can get to this one. Have a play to make here at third base, and there it is, an outfield assist. But we got some work to do now, trailing 3-0. Wow, we just had 5 straight reach. I don't know where Sidney's next at-bat is. There we go. We ended up taking the lead, though, 4-3. And Lodolo is still in the game as we chase the slider right away. So if you think about it, we're about a quarter of the way through the schedule here. Sidney's at 15 homers, so around a 60 home run pace. That would be a lot of fun. I want to see him hit like 50 with how this season has began. He had like 42 or 43 as a rookie, so I want to take it a step further. Strike in there at the knees. 2-2. Just the piece. With the count full. Got him, 92. Kind of hesitated on that one, a little late, actually. But the scoring is going up even without Sidney's production. So he'll be walked here, it looks like, putting 2 on, 2 down. We'll get to Arenado. He has 2 singles, and the average is climbing. It's already into the 200s, and it was like under 100 for a while. So he's gotten pretty hot at the plate. But now an 0-2 count, and he strikes out. Trying to keep the lead intact, we have 2 on here for the Reds, 1 down. Shallow center, that's going to drop in. We got to throw to third base, I think, to try and get an out. And safe. Just threw it a little to the right. I knew we couldn't get the runner at home. And thankfully a double play gets us out of the inning. We go into the 9th, and Gallegos is looking for the save. Jay Allen leads off. Into center again, this time playable. Easy. And the Cardinals open the episode with the win, without much help from Sidney Jean-Charles, which is always a plus. I don't want to see Sidney carry the team every day. Man, it seems like we face Hunter Green every time we take on the Reds. Sidney against him already has 13 at-bats, 7 hits, 7 RBIs, 1 home run. So we've seen the ball well against him. 2 down. I like that one. Average down to 377. That's low. I always find that pitch to be so difficult to catch up to. You just have to swing so early on heat up and in. He is not throwing in the zone to Sidney. Everything's around the zone. I think he's thrown 6 solid pitches. Well, 1 and 5 there. Change-ups, not where he would have wanted them. But 3-2. Ah, that was it. And Sidney grinds out the walk, padding that already high on-base percentage. It's in the 470s. But can Arenado follow it up with anything? It's going right to second base, or short. 2 outs as we try this again. 470 on-base percentage for Sid. And that's inside. Only 5th in WAR in the National League. 4 or higher. We'll have to take a look at those leaderboards. I know the last couple episodes we've seen Sidney slip a bit, but 5th in WAR sounds low to me. 3-0 as Green has not been close. But with 2 down here, this is going to be a power swing, sitting for something right in the middle. We got it. Launch to left, hit well, but not well enough. A lead for Cincinnati, 2 on and nobody down. Again, Sidney has to be ready to make a play here. Runner at second. And that's going to be flied, sending him back. Yeah, let's see the arm here to third base. Even if they won't test it sometimes, I just want to see kind of his limit. And I think depending on speed, he could make a play from there. But this game is just falling apart for us. It's 8-1 Reds. Bad start for Brandon Waddle. So either we're going to need a huge comeback or just come back the next day for a win. Don't count out the idea of us getting back in this game, though. We have some heavy hitters. On the ground, base hit left field. And we'll hold the runner at third, trailing by 6. I wonder if we send him there if it's like a 1-run game. Because that would have been a close play. I think a bang-bang play. They're holding him here at first base. The 1-2. Arenado to third. And that is a double play. He crushes this one to left center field. And this ball has a chance, but it does not leave. Couple close calls in this game for Sid. Wow, we have gotten back in this game. We put up 4 in the 7th. Sidney missed a home run, just barely, and now has a chance in the 9th, facing Lucas Sims. Oh, that was a great pitch. Going the other way, fair ball into the corner. Extra bases for Sidney Jean-Charles, bringing the tying run to the plate. 15 doubles on the season, and now one big swing away from tying this game at 8. 3-2 from Sims. It's in the air. Right center and hit well. Wait, why is Sidney going to third base? Get back to second base, dude. I wasn't even trying to move him up. Unless I didn't realize it. I don't know. That to me didn't look like it was going to get down or anything. So, wonderful time for that to happen, of course. Be the 3rd out of the game there. But I'm impressed that we put up some runs in those 2 games without Sidney's help. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but in this series, it kind of has been. But now, the series tied up. We try to take our 2 games and leave town. Justin Dunn is the pitcher. And that's on the ground, getting through a base hit to start the day. And moving from first to third in the process. Kind of want to steal here. Won't yet. Arenado sends one to left, but he got under it. And that just leaves Tyler O'Neill with 2 down. That's hit well to left field. Going back and under it. Catch is made, and the Reds are out of trouble. 2 aboard here for Sidney. Hasn't driven in a run today. But a chance to change that. Against Dunn, Only 1 for 4. Hasn't seen him as many times. High drive right center field. We're setting up for a tag because this one doesn't have enough. He's not far off on these deep fly balls. And this is a ballpark that's, you know, known for the ball carrying out a lot of home runs. And Sydney's had 3 or 4 near home runs in these 3 games. The next one is leaving the building. 1-0. Redbirds here in the 6th. Strike 1. That's a nice slurve right there. I wasn't aware he had the slurve. I have to pay attention to that. 0-2. From 0-2 to a full count. Not the best 2-strike pitches. Payoff from Dunn. Barely. That's a good pitch. Got that one inside, and we're going to the 9th pitch now in this battle. Yeah, I feel like to hit that on time, I have to hit X as soon as the ball leaves his hand. I just don't see that. That top right corner. High drive center field. This one's back. Looking up. This ball's gone. Solo homer for Sidney Jean-Charles. A patient at bat. But eventually gets one over the plate to drive. It's number 16 on the season. The ball could only fall just short so many times before it left. We end up with a fastball right over the middle. You'll notice here with especially 2 strikes, I don't pull the ball much because I'm waiting that extra little bit most of the time to just see the ball. Just a 1-run game here in the 8th inning as Sydney will try it again. That time out in front. Already a couple hits on the day. And there it is inside again. Got to learn to lay off of it. I'm trying to lay off inside pitches, but also hit the ones that are in the zone. Feels like a no-win situation. All right, laid off that one. Driven to the gap. It's a 3-hit day for Sydney as he will make his way to second. And hey, if we can bat around or something, he'll be just a triple shy of the cycle. Yeah, I was already back. Ready for that. Good try. Nolan to the right side. Advancing Sid. Infield in now. Can O'Neal sneak one through? He does! And Sydney will tack on the insurance run. 3-1. There have been so many fielding opportunities in these 3 games for Sid. Feels like it's 6 or 7 per game. We're in the 9th. Trying to put this thing away. Take the series. Sydney takes care of the first out. Double. Fly out, ground out. All right. Too close. But we take 2 or 3. That's a win. We're moving on. Currently, the Cardinals are 2.5 games up in the Central, and we've started the season 15-6 in division. That's significant. Sydney still holds the batting title this season at 390. Still very early. Oh, he's first in WAR. Are there pitchers with more or something? I don't know. It said 5th. Remember that? But he's first. And it's not even close. The home run department, however, is close. Sydney is in first, but Castellanos there, 2 behind him. We actually have one more game against the Reds. I'm never prepared for these 4-game series. I don't like them very much. I wish everything was a 3-game series. No ties allowed. But we take on Aaron Nola here in Game 4. I like to take that quick break after every series as kind of just a little breather between all these fast at-bats and everything we have. But one more game on Mother's Day here. We got the pink bat for Sidney Jean-Charles. That's low. Nola has fallen behind, failing to find the zone, and he's trying to keep this out of the wheelhouse. Uh-oh. Deep to right, Sidney Jean-Charles with a 2-run shot. Nola thought he could sneak that one inside after setting him up away in that at-bat. It did not work well for him. 17 homers on the season. I just changed the animations, so always nice to quickly get a look at those in action. A simple one, okay? We went from the 360 no scope. We had to dial it back a little bit. 3-0 Cardinals. And getting over aggressive to try and do it again. Strike one. I'm trying. I shouldn't need to hit that pitch. I can let that go. I have, I think, a decent eye at the plate for certain parts of the zone. Up and in, though, I'm guessing. And it always looks like a strike. Strike 3. It's a changeup. That sounded pretty good. Jay Allen cranks one to center. Was that a perfect swing? Because it didn't, that didn't feel like a perfect swing outcome. Staying in the inning here, it's Tyler Stevenson with 2 on, 2 down. And a base hit center field. It looks like Sidney's going to throw home. Not sure that's wise, but... Oh! That was a bang-bang play after all. But safe. Oh, it's a boss battle. That's right, I think... I don't know that I ever opened the gift in my inventory. That was pointed out. Let me try to do that again here. And then maybe we can see what's inside. Yeah, I know I've opened some stuff, so I feel like I've opened it, but maybe I just kind of glossed over it and didn't realize. Maybe it didn't look like anything special. I'm not sure if it has like a gift appearance in the inventory or anything. Fishing for that one. Let's just take care of it and find out after this game, Sid. The 2-1 is outside. And now, I don't want to walk, but if that's what it takes. Strike 2. And full count. Deep to right again. Sidney's second off Nola. That wasn't even in the zone. Now, if only I wasn't scared and just picked to hit a home run goal. Maybe it's the same gift. But either way, Sidney's got that gift. You can drop it off in the dugout anytime. By the way, we're losing. We are losing this game right now. 5 in the 5th. A Gallo double scored 2. And Aquino hit a home run. And this is a Steven Matz game. Well, Sidney's homers are keeping it close, at least. But now we need more. Nola stays in. He'll face Sid once again. 2 for 3. Missing inside. He just got away with one. Base hit center field. Sidney's third hit of the day. Nola, over 100 pitches, but not coming out of the game. It's 10-4? When did that happen? Come on. Sidney has 2 home runs, and we're down by 6. Wow. And the terrific play. I thought that was a lineout. What was that? Sidney hit 2 blasts off of Aaron Nola for us to lose 11-4. Nobody on the Cardinals is hitting a lot of home runs outside of Sidney Jean-Charles. Tommy Edman's playing really well. He has 7, only 6 for Arenado, 5 for Carlson, and we're seeing the regression show up for Paul Goldschmidt. He just kind of overperformed his ratings last season at like 73, 74 overall. So this is not a surprise. We need some more young talent, I think, around Sid. But right now, we are an average scoring offense, and we're not allowing a lot of runs overall. After splitting with the Reds, we head home for a quick 2-game series against the Minnesota Twins. And we'll face Randy Dobnak, and I know that last time we saw Minnesota, we faced Dobnak in that one. Runner on here for Sidney in the first. Oh, we are in Minnesota this time. All right. They're 11-30. That's terrible. What have you done to my Twins? I'm not sure there's a single sports game on the markets where the Minnesota teams simulate well. Man, Twins and Vikings mainly. I don't play the other games. Haven't in a while. I'm sure the Wild sim fine in NHL. Right? Fielder's choice. Looks like there was some rain or something. The dirt is all spotty. Not fully dry. Arenado strikes out to end the first. Power swing to drive in a run. Let's go for it with 2 down. Runners on first and second. To right center field. This ball's down. Buxton couldn't get there. Sidney on his way to second safely. An RBI double. I was really worried Buxton was going to get to that ball. Not much falls in center field when he's out there. Let's see it again. Yeah, that's hit pretty well toward the gap. He's a couple steps away from being able to dive and take that one away. So we get the Cardinals on the board. Arenado follows by grounding it. Uh-oh, trouble at second, but recovering is Arise. Hey, it's always nice when we do some scoring and Sidney didn't even have to contribute. So we got Dobnak out of the game. Oh boy. We could be seeing some nasty stuff here. They have his velocity lower than it should be as a curveball is in there. But this is Yoan Duran. He can hit 102. But in this game, looks like they cap him around 98 right now. Must be the way the rosters were when we started this thing up. Lifted to left, but coming in for a routine play. One more chance to add runs here in the 9th inning. 2 on, 2 down. They have Josh Hader in. Forgot he was a Twin in here, but also they're pitching him in the 9th when they're losing 5-0. That's ripped to left field. A base hit that should score our 6th run. All Cardinals in this one. Easy win there for the Cardinals, and we'll see if we can make this a nice 2-game sweep. The average is actually climbing a little bit today as we've had a lot of multi-hit games. Now it's Sonny Gray on the mound for the Twins. Missing low. Good pitch. Falling behind. On the ground, a diving play at third. To his feet, Sidney retired. Jamer Candelario with a fantastic play. Miguel Sano facing the lefty Andrew Heaney. I want to back up a couple. A lot, actually. Oh, come on. Sano doesn't hit singles like that. That's okay. No extra bases. In the 3rd now. 1 away. I like that slurve first pitch. On top of that one as well. Haven't lined the PCI up well against Gray. This one's lifted to left field. Going deep at the seats, but the catch is made. We're tied up here in the 6th inning. A slower paced game here, or actually faster pace. Just slower scoring. Base hit to right. Sidney with a lot of hits here in this episode, doing a really nice job. Singles, homers, doubles. And now Arenado's ahead 3-1. Sonny Gray in some trouble as he walks Arenado and the bases are loaded. Twins in a jam. Nobody out. Strike 3 on Tyler O'Neill. And now Dickerson. That one is to the right side, and they go to Correa and get the double play. That was speed running, like ruining a bases loaded, nobody out situation. 2 down here in the 8th as Sidney comes to the plate once again. What do we got here? Fastball, slider, change. And that's a look at it as the slider gets a generous call. I'm still late on that. It just doesn't feel late. 0-2. Contact swing time to come back. Good try. Almost. From 0-2 to 3-2. You got away with one. Not a bad pitch, but just missed. And again. I can't believe he threw inside again, but he walks Sidney. 2 down for Arenado. I think I want to steal. There goes Sidney. Arenado to right field. That ball's caught, and it's going to end the inning. What a play by Alex Kirilloff. If he doesn't make this play, Sidney might score. Sidney would have scored. Oh, there was no more action for Sid. We won the game in the 9th. We've done a really good job scoring today, not needing Sid's help. So we do score a 2-game sweep against Minnesota, and we're on to the next one. Power versus righties up to 45. Stealing at 36. Fielding 48. That is very close to the cap now. Sidney with a 5-game hitting streak. You can see we're approaching the cap for a few of these, but we'll still be grinding contact and power, I think, for the entire season. Bunting is starting to get up there as I train that now regularly. And the fielding stuff here, a lot of this is at the cap already. I think this is the first time Sidney's ever faced the Yankees. So a brand new opponent, some interleague play. What do you think about next year in the majors that every team is going to play every other team? I'd imagine there's going to be some 2-game series there, just some random ones, like Twins and Marlins for 2 games on like a Wednesday, Thursday, both like day games. If you blink, you'll miss them. But I think that's interesting. I'm not sure if any other league has it set up where everybody plays everybody. But for these longer seasons, I've always liked that idea. I'm not sure if that reduces... I mean, it would have to reduce the number of games you play against your own league. I'm not sure if they'll cut down division games. Sometimes I feel like the division games are actually too much in baseball, but some variety is nice, I think, to see just more teams playing more teams. We're here in New York. Yeah, we've played a lot of games in this series. We have played 6 against the Yankees. I don't even remember that. 1-2 from Jameson Taillon. And he misses outside, drawing the count even. And Sidney gets a lot of pitches to look at to reach base for free. Arenado 3-0. Is he about to do the same? Yep. To right field, hit well by O'Neill, but caught. 2 left aboard in the first. We are shifted way over this time. And there was something to it. All right, we start off here. We're through 2. It's scoreless. On to the 4th, scoreless tie. And we have no hits yet. A high drive, deep to right. See ya! A long home run for Sidney Jean-Charles here in the Bronx to put the Cardinals in front. You can't leave it up there. 19 home runs for Sidney. And that's the only run scored as we continue into the 6th. Reaching out. Play made at second base. They got him on 1 pitch this time. Hey, Waddle bouncing back from that bad outing against the Reds. Trying to make it 6 scoreless. Tom Murphy lifts one to the gap. Sidney running after it. Putting it away. 8 combined hits at this point make it 9. Sidney up again to face Michael King with 1 down. Fastball missing up there. Let's see. 5-pitch mix out of the bullpen. Don't see that very often. He's got a slurve in there. High drive left field, hooking foul. But caught right along the left field line. Scott Barlow is in the game now. 1-run lead, trying to protect against DJ LeMahieu. Where are the big names in this series now? I think Judge went to the Rockies. I don't know where Stanton is. Well, that's an easy play for Sid. 2 down. Bottom 9. Gallegos enters. We start with Rizzo. 8 homers on the season. And that's all it would take to tie this game. Shallow left center field. Make it right center. Nice catch. That's 1. And that's your ball game. Sidney Jean-Charles with the only run scored of the day on a solo home run. And the Cardinals take this first game against the Yankees. So I think we're looking at about a week and a half until the Madden early release. That's really getting close. I think it's like the 15th or something for EA Play. Like, it's weird. EA has these release dates for games, but then there's a day it releases on EA Play. And you can usually play that date, usually the day before, just because of the release timing. So it's so confusing to remember what the actual day is. Because they also have, like, different release days for, like, the more expensive edition and then the standard. 2 outs here in the first. Nice job reaching and the pitcher covering. Garrett Cole gets Sidney. But basically, we have maybe a week and a half until I'm focusing a little more on Madden 23. And when that comes out, I'll try to have some Sidney episodes banked up and then stuff on the main channel as well, so that I'm able to just play nothing but Madden those first few days, do everything I want to do as far as testing and checking out different modes and stuff like that. Well, not different modes, there's only one I care about, but you know what I mean. Checking out different things, having a chance to stream. But until then, not starting anything, just playing Sidney, and then what else to bring to the channel? So I've already talked a little bit about some of the videos I wanted to do, but I was also thinking about doing a little streaming over on this channel. I haven't done that much, but, you know, something smaller that might fit into a stream would be fun. Some sort of a rebuild or something. I don't know, I thought about maybe going back to like an older Madden to do something with like a quick simulation rebuild or something over the course of a few seasons. If you'd like to see me stream something this week or next, let me know down below. But I will be checking out games like NFL Tour, NFL Street 2, and then I will also be making a fun video on Madden 2001. 3 and 2. Wow, that was filthy. A slider from Cole gets him strike 3. We're in the 6th. It's tied at 1 again. Low-scoring game as Sydney went down for 1, but pops it up to second base. Yeah, I want to stream something. I just don't know what exactly. I could check out one of those games on a stream. I think like NFL Tour would be a good fit for that. But I have been in the mood to stream lately. So I want to make that happen this week. 2 on. We're up by 1 already. Clay Holmes is on the mound. Power swing. Hey, a lefty at Yankee Stadium. We're going power swing. Curveball is in there. Strike 1. I didn't read that one very well. I thought it was going to be up more. Drilled him to load the bases with 2 down. And it's Arenado's chance to get us some insurance. 2 and 2. That's hammered to left field, going back. This ball's caught. And we keep it a 1-run game, unfortunately. Barlow doing a good job. Here's Garrett Hampson. Into the gap. Don't want to get his speed aboard, and we will avoid that. On to the 9th we go. We're unable to add anything more. Error, single, double play, strikeout. There we go. 1 run allowed over these first 2 games against the Yankees, and we've already taken this series. 4 wins in a row for the Cardinals. Sydney's hitting streak is unfortunately over after the 0 for 3. But now looking for the sweep. You got to think the Yankee offense bounces back in this game after only 1 run in the first 2 games. But you look at their lineup and you're not sure if that's actually going to materialize. Just missed it. That's going to be a fly out to left center field instead of a home run. You know, maybe they just don't practice it enough to actually go with this approach, but like, I think it makes sense in like a video game as Sydney drills 1 foul. But switch hitters who have power playing in Yankee Stadium. Why not just take all your at-bats as a lefty? Where'd it go? He found it. On to second into scoring position. Suddenly an RBI chance. And now in the dirt. All right. Catcher having to do a lot these last 2 pitches. 3 and 2 now to Sydney. And he pops it up again. Two on in a scoreless game. The Yankees have scored 1 run over 23 innings. And Sydney just missed. 342 with runners in scoring position. What a turnaround for Sid. Actually driving in runs. Close. My swing timing has been way earlier today. I'm a big fan of that. 0 and 2 though. Got to protect. And try not to do anything reckless. Ooh, that's close. Sydney has a huge strike zone. He's 6'4". Some of those just feel like they're way outside, but they're not. 3 and 2. We see a lot of those. 0-2 and then 3 that are relatively routine takes. In the air, down to 1 knee as he hooks it foul again. And again driven to right field. This ball's carrying at the wall. It's gone. 3-run homer for Sidney. And again, the Cardinals lead the Yankees. Number 20 on the season. That was a battle right there. From 0-2 to 3-2 and driving it out. We've put up a couple full count home runs today. That pitch down. We have been driving everything down. 371. That's all it takes.
First baseman, Anthony.
Hey, I just ran past the ball. Rizzo on to second. This is going to be close. I just missed it. Lost focus, celebrating the home run. Oh, well. No. The Yankees just put up 4 on Emilio Pagan. Uh-oh. And they're going to walk Sidney here to get to Arenado. So, just flat out missed the ball. And now the Yankees making us pay for it, trying to take this final game. All right, somebody else has to drive in a run now. Arenado. That's carrying to left. This ball's back at the wall and caught right in front of the fence. Tyler O'Neill with 2 down. Can he get this game tied? Tyler's jammed, pops it up. And now we have to head to the 9th. Strikeout, walk, strikeout, strikeout, ball game. And the Yankees take the finale. One little mistake there. And then Emilio Pagan made a couple more mistakes too. So Emilio Pagan loses this game for us. But we still win the series. We did good in this episode though. Building up 3 more games of cushion here in the Central. 28-18, 10 games above 500, 46 games into the season. And Sidney had a home run filled day. He now has 20. Castellanos has 19 though. He's keeping pace. But this has been a lot of fun this year with Sidney Jean-Charles, and I'll be back again with more soon. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and again, let me know down below if I stream this week, what should I stream? Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.